I could do that they could do and what I couldn't do that they could do. And you know what I mean? And you know, and you keep on learning yourself. Remember, this shit is about self-discovery. And you want to never stop discovering the greatness that's inside of you that you could bring to the forefront with knowledge, not just reading knowledge, but actually applied knowledge. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Experiential knowledge, things that you go out and try and fail at, things that but what parts you were good at. And it's funny, man, because when we got in the roofing business, one of my homies was asking me to go with him to meet somebody. And, I was like, man, what is this shit? Because, nigga, normally he come pick me up and we got to jump somebody, some shit like that. Because I was his little homie. Not little homie like that, but I was younger than him. And I came with that game mentality. I was from Dexter, nigga. If you get into a fight, you know what I'm saying, I got your back. Even if I wasn't there, you know what I mean? Because I remember somebody robbed one of his broads for some ring or something. And I was like, nigga, I'm gonna murder you with that ring, nigga. I'm gonna let you keep it on, nigga. And nigga, we went all the way in. They dropped that ring back off, nigga. You know what I mean? But anyway, so this nigga asked me to come with him, and we go to some lady house, and he was talking a whole bunch of Christian shit to this lady, and they was talking about God and this and that, and I didn't talk about God like that because I didn't. Well, one, I wasn't in on where he was going. I wasn't, really church fulfilled. Today, I'm so proud to say I know God, man. But back then, you had that inkling that maybe I'm misusing God's word. Maybe I'm, you be scared to tap into greatness because everybody tell you what to be scared of. The same thing about being rich. People tell you what's all wrong with being rich instead of what's all right with it. Anyway, so we get over there, and I'm shaking this lady's hand. I'm giving her that killer smile. They used to say Charlie Schwab's smile was worth $1 million. They say that back in the day when Rockefeller and them was around. They used to say Charlie Schwab's smile was worth $1 million. You know what I mean? Because Charlie Schwab is who brokered the deal between shit, man. I don't even know. It's one of the men who built the America deal. You know what I mean? I think it was between Carnegie and J.P. Morgan. Pierpont. Yeah, to stab me. Y'all know I'm gonna name one of my next sons Pierpont, because I ain't done having kids, nigga. Anyway. So they said Charlie Schwab was able to disarm people with the smile, you know what I mean? And it was so genuine, and he was genuine, and you know what I mean? And I have a genuine way about me, nigga, because I don't come with no foolishness. Even though I was a pimp, nigga, I still wasn't a slimy, slithering pimp, nigga. You know what I mean? Like, I was always in the front door, like, yeah, bitch, this what it is, this what it ain't. You ain't with this, that's cool. I won't call you no more. You ain't gotta call me. I ain't mad at you, bitch. I'm just gonna keep it moving. I was always like that. And, I was always like, bitch, I'm the prize. You know what I'm saying? You either bow down. If you don't recognize I'm the prize, keep it moving. I ain't tripping. I ain't mad at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was always you know what I'm saying, an either or thing. It wasn't no gray area. It wasn't no smooth slithering snake thing, you know what I mean? It wasn't none of that with me. I wasn't trying to outsmart you, but I was trying to tell you ahead of time, bitch, I'm the man, I'm God's man. You know what I mean? God created me in his image. I believe it. You need to believe it too. And if you don't believe he created me in his image, that's cool. Just keep it moving. You know what I mean? And it was like that. Hold on, Secrete. Morning Star. Jump into your first question. I'm gonna get back to Secrete's question, and then we're gonna keep on working until this joint cut off. Go ahead. That's a different question for me and for you. The way that I see everything, man, is everything is more powerful with butt naked bitches. That's just me anyway. Y'all understand me? But I'm somebody different than you, nigga. You know what I mean? If I was a magician, you know what I mean? If I was a sorcerer, if I was somebody practicing the voodoo and everything in the dark arts, I can only see that shit with sacrifices and butt naked bitches and you know what I'm saying, blood and candles and incense. And, you know what I mean? Like, I would give you exactly what you think it is from TV. You know what I mean? But it would be the real deal with me. I would be saying the real spells. I would be, you know what I'm saying, tapping into, you know what I mean, what I really believe. Remember that line I told you in that was in that movie, one of my favorite movies, Beautiful Creatures, and she was in the church and she said, you want to hang with these people? She said, these mortals, they pray without true faith, and you know what I'm saying, they wonder why these spells don't work. And I was like, whoa, that's cold. You know what I'm saying? Because, people do. They ask God of things, and they have ye of little faith, and they They wonder why they ain't got rich, why they ain't able to pay the mortgage, why the bitch didn't come back. You know what I mean? Just hella shit. And and they don't be willing to change their lives with the prayer to follow it up. You know what I mean? So I remember I was telling you one of my brothers, I helped him get his broad back. After he blew his broad, she got back with her baby daddy and this and that. And I told him, man, you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do this, and you got to keep it in her face. You got to keep letting her see it. And nigga, I'm a genius with this shit, man. If I don't know nothing else, nigga, he got the broad back, and then he went back to his born ways. You know what I mean? And he blew the broad again. You know what I mean? But he did get her back though. You know what I mean? Anyway, so yeah, the one thing that I would be filming would be some shit that's good for camera. What catches our attention on camera? But naked bitches. And if we into to voodoo and everything, and everybody that watch your shit should be in the voodoo, or they gonna change the channel. But if they in the voodoo, you gotta show them the voodoo as soon as they step on. But naked bitches, voodoo. That's where I would be going. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And y'all seeing my movies, nigga. I don't have a movie that I don't have my shirt off in damn near every scene. That's just the way it goes, because I know that's what bitches want to see. They want to see that little V. You understand me? They want to, you know what I'm saying, see the six pack. They want to, you know what I mean? They want to get down. You know what I mean? So, nigga, shit, I'm like LL. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to practice being sex symbol around this motherfucker. So I got to step it up, man. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, this is something that I don't want to tell y'all to do at home, but I got me and one of my bras yesterday, one of my bottom bras right now. And, we you know what I'm saying? She just, I guess, grew up talking about each other. I don't really do that kind of shit, because I don't really joke much or none of that. But it's always good to see your best bitches, what's on their mind. What can they complain about you? Now, I don't tell the bitch this, you know what I mean? Ho could be ear hustling right now, but I don't tell the bitch this. But everything that she say, I take heed to. You know what I'm saying? So if she say a nigga starting to get fat, man, I started, you know what I mean, working out. If she say that a nigga is starting to, you know what I mean, chest starting to sag, you know what I mean, I got to bust down some push-ups, and I got to do them from in here. So the inside of my chest, I got to do them from out here. So the outside of my chest, I got to build back up. She said, I'm starting to get jiggly. I got to jump rope, man. Ain't that a bitch? You know what I mean? So it's certain things with the crisscross applesauce and all that. Nigga, I got to pay attention, because remember what I taught Tony, and Tony always mentioned it. Y'all know y'all done heard Tony say it in y'all group. If one bitch say it, it's 10 bitches that thought it and didn't have the heart to say it. You know what I mean? So you thank God when a bitch said, you don't thank her. You still, bitch, you crazy. You know what I'm saying, tomato head, bitch. You still, you know what I mean, get back down and don't let her know, but you pay attention to what people are saying. The negativity is important. You know what I'm saying? And you let it fuel you to keep fixing. Never stop fixing whatever it is that you're doing. All right, say, Cree, what's the second part to that question? Past the evolutionary process, because the evolutionary process starts between you and God. It's a never-ending journey for you to be great, to get that glow that Bruce Leroy talked about. You dig? That he got through love, and that show enough got through hate. Either way, the glow is there, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Either way, you can get it. Whether you hate the past so much that you change it like the Boss Hogg did, or whether you love the game so much that you change it like the Boss Hogg is doing now. Go ahead. And if I don't go deep, hold up. If I don't go deep enough in the question, you know what I mean? Deep enough on the question, just, ask it deeper for clarity. All we got is time, bro. For you to pay your tuition, nigga, we got all day. Yeah. That's usually how I go. Yeah. That's the way the class go, man. You know what I mean? One brother's question will lead to your question, and the way I go deeper on the question usually answers your question. It's one of them church things. You know what I'm saying? When you're in the church and you feel like the pastor is talking to you, kind of deal. All right. So what's the next part of that question? You got any more to it, or you wanna? Okay, go ahead. Okay. You tell them to copy you and have what you have. But you have to be careful with our people, because as you telling them to copy you, you don't want them to think they could be a boss early on and they trying to build a business inside of your business. Like, fuck listening to you because I think for me to be a boss, I can't listen to nobody. I can't, so you got to tell them when that's stupid. You know what I mean? You got to let them know before you can be a general, you got to start as a buck private. You got to let them know I started out humble as a motherfucker, man. And I'm still humble today when I get in a room with niggas smarter than me. I want to listen. I want to shut the fuck up, man. I get times I don't say shit. You know what I mean? People got to ask me to say something. You know what I mean? You ain't going to get on stage. No, man, I'm soaking it up, man. I'm loving this shit y'all doing. Man, come on, get on stage. God damn, baby, I wanted to stay down. And you know what I mean? And be the student for a minute. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, you tell them, hey, man, for example, I pull up to my offices, right? Y'all see me, I jump out that drop top Porsche. I got the big titty bitch with me, you understand me? Titties so big that the back can start hurting as you get older. You understand me? And bitch got the hair down to that ass and everything, you know what I mean? And, they looking at this bitch. They looking at this Porsche, you know what I mean? They looking at how young you are, how vibrant you are, you know what I'm saying? How much energy. When you walk in, everybody get excited. You make everybody feel good as you shaking hands and all that kind of shit. And, one of them niggas got the balls to ask you about it. Man, hey, man, what else can I do? What extra can I do? Matter of fact, that's something that Porsche Tony had called me. He said he had just got from David Banner. He said David Banner, being a millionaire, still calls people and say, how can I help you with your goals? And that's how he get into his partnerships. You know what I mean? It's always about what you could do for the person that's big. It's always that. I even start that with my brothers in the school. You know what I mean? What can I help you with? What do you want to master that I can assist you with? And sometimes I'll be like, damn, man, I don't know nothing about that, cuz I can't help you with that. That's out of my wheelhouse. But I know a brother that can, and I give you the referral without charging nothing or nothing like that, without even asking that nigga for nothing, because we got different specialties out here. Anyway, so I tell them how I did it. We talk about my success story. We talk about my life story, my struggles, and my pains and the shit that I had to overcome and the shit he's gonna have to overcome. And you size him up quickly. You know what I mean? And you see the things that he's going to do right and the things he might do wrong and the problems that he might have up the road. And you give him as much as, you give him as much as you give him at that time. We down to 10%, nigga. So if y'all got questions, throw them in. I'll try to answer them real quick before we finish up what we doing. Hold up, man. I was talking to the niggas on the live. I'm going to try to answer anything that they got because we going to keep going. You know what I mean? But, Puerto Rico, you're going to have to jump in with us, baby. You know what I'm saying? To keep going. But, so anyway, what happens is this here. You tell the brothers how you got this. And you tell them how many sales a day you were doing. You tell them all the ins and outs. You tell them as much as you can tell them in that small amount of time, that 10 minutes or whatever you're talking to them. And it could take an hour, depending on how great you are at delivering what you're trying to deliver. And as you are delivering this shit, you tell them, but you have to start at the bottom, though. You know what I'm saying? I started working for somebody else, or I started doing dumb things and everything, and I don't want you to do that. You got to be smarter than me. So, they have that moment of, damn, I want it all right now, but I got to work my way up. And you tell them how to take advantage of opportunity. You tell them how foolish people see problems and run away from them. How wise men see problems and want to fix those problems for people, because that's how you move up in life, is fixing the problems for somebody. And it ain't about you giving an answer. Verbally. It's about you giving that answer physically. You know what I'm saying? Financially, it's about you fixing the problem for the person. You get paid a lot more than telling the person how to fix the problem. You can tell a person until you blow in the face and nothing happens. You know what I mean? Morning Star, what up, though? Man, what the fuck you gonna be talking for, man? What in the fuck would you be talking for? What the fuck are you gonna say that they want to hear and they gonna sit there glued to the screen? They need action. You know what I'm saying? You man, don't be sitting up there, man, trying to do what I see these weird niggas do, and they just sit and talk. No, man, hell no. You want to talk as in saying the prayer, saying the spell. That's the talk. You know what I'm saying? Your talking is supposed to be like, you know what I'm saying? When Angela Bassett was Tina Turner's "Numb Your Heart and Get Killed," you know what I mean? You got to get down in the fashion and then make something explode behind you. You got to get some. You got to be like a Joe Silver movie. You got to be like a Quentin Tarantino movie. There's action in every scene. If not, people won't watch. People won't feel it. You know what I mean? You got to get people to feel it and wish that they were there. That's what you're really trying to do. You're trying to get the people to wish that they were there, and then they're going to do everything that they can to get there next time. Okay? So you want them to show up at the party next, you know what I'm saying? Because we were in the mansion next week, right? You know what I'm saying? I think I'm going to jump in with y'all, you know what I mean? If I find a way it can wet my beak. We got to get the people there to the next one. That's what I'm saying. At the price that this next mansion is, nigga, we can do it every day. So y'all quit jiving, y'all quit pussyfooting around, nigga. I'm saying every day. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't gonna cost us that motherfucking much when it's, you know, 5 of us or some motherfucking shit. You follow me? You know, don't be jiving, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? When you doing it every day, y'all live there now. Even though the boss don't live there, so y'all know, you know what I'm saying? I got to figure out a way for me to put in my cut that it's going to, you know what I'm saying? I can reap the benefits off the motherfucker. But anyway, yeah, y'all live there now. When this is your residence, that take your game to a whole nother level. You know what I mean? You ain't just a weekend warrior no more. You know what I'm saying? This is really your real life. Let's see if the brothers had threw a question down. You need my line again, boss. Morningstar, put your number on the live, man. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? The brothers could jump in. How I stay having a constant high energy. I remember who I used to be. And I want to do everything to cut the ties to that. To keep that person dead in the ground before somebody resurrect that lazy, scary, insecure, regular nigga. You know what I mean? Somebody fuck around and you know what I'm saying? And resurrect that nigga. What do you want, bitch? I'm about to get off the live in a minute. Anyway, I mean, you can always put on your game versus everybody shirt and put your hair down because you ain't coming over with that fucking updo. Just saying. So, yeah, you gotta to want to change you so much that you can never go back to the old you, and that gives you the energy. You know what I'm saying? Think about your mission and your passion. That gives you the energy. But your reason why, who all you got to change your life for, that gives you the energy. Even on days when you don't got the energy, when you don't feel that you have the energy, you know what I'm saying? Is the house or car bigger than a bigger player move? The car people see every day, man. The house you got to sleep in, but you don't bring nobody to your house if you paranoid like me. You know what I mean? Niggas got to be in the advanced group to even come kick it with me. I ain't gonna kick it with a nigga that's not in the $500 club in person. If I don't know they problems and they know mine and we really kick it and build together, I don't even kick it with them niggas in person, man. Other than at a seminar, you know what I'm saying? And that, you know, we still meet out in the world, you know what I mean? So no, the car is more important when you talking about coming from the ground up being black. Now the house is the better investment. The house is the way that you can get abroad that need a house. But, you know what I mean, before you are situated to be able to house abroad, because that's the Maslow hierarchy of needs, you know what I'm saying, a full water shelter, the house being shelter, that's a good way to catch abroad if all your other shit is in order. But if all your other flashy things ain't in order, okay, this is the question. Is it better how you look or what you say? It always starts with how you look, right? Because we judge a book by its cover. The car is that's a part of how you look. You know what I mean? You know, yeah, man, I mean, if a bitch already like you, she already infatuated with you, she's already all in love, then, you know, naturally, she want to move in with you. She want to live with you, have your kids, stay there forever, get along with all your other bitches. You know, that's when she's already sold on it. But when you a stranger to her, you know what I mean? You got to get her to like you. Look at that nigga. Well, now, why in the fuck would he be just chilling like that? Anyway. You want to draw her attention first. It's like they used to say advertising was there was a part of advertising, the very first part, that 10 seconds. They used to say it's 10 seconds back in the day in the 1920s books that I just read earlier. They say it was 10 seconds. Now they say it's 3 seconds. You got 3 seconds to get, you know, somebody's attention. And then they used to say that you got 3 minutes after that to hold their attention. Now they saying that you got 1 minute after that to, you know what I'm saying, make your conversation valuable to them. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I mean, how you look is way more important than what you say. And the fact of, if you don't get nobody to stop to pay attention, won't nobody even listen to you from the beginning. That's why it's eyes, ears, brain, mind, heart, body, soul. You know what I mean? You know, because it all starts with the eyes. You know what I mean? Now sometimes, you know, niggas can fake it on the internet and they shuffling around pictures and faking it and all that catfish, cat bait kind of weird shit, but we not about that, man. The car is always more important if you ain't got a bitch yet. If you already got a bitch and you trying to lock her in deeper, the house is more important. That's the answer to that. All right, brothers, I got to get ready to jump off, man, because and don't make it a car versus house thing. You know what I mean? It's not, man. You a rich nigga. You supposed to have both. So, you know what I mean? It's just which one you gonna get first. And if you ain't got a bitch and you want to attract the proper bitch, and you go get that saucy car, and you know what I mean, and you work that car like you work yourself, man. I mean, all night you should be out in that car. All day you should be out in that car. You know what I mean? Places that you used to walk up to, now you drive up to. Man, poor son. Matter of fact, you seen this at a seminar. We was teaching, and it was a bad bitch over there. Tony, you know what I'm saying? Figured he gonna get down before I get down. And you know, he walking over there. Hold up, baby, what you doing? You got a Porsche 911 right here, man. Drive that motherfucker over there. He like, man, right across the parking lot, boss. Yeah, nigga, you don't walk nowhere. When you got a joint like that, nigga, you drive. And that nigga was getting at this bitch. She didn't go for it, or she did go for it. Either way, he was at the next bitch. Go up a little further at the next bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just part of it, man. You know what I mean? So you live out of that car, damn near. You working so much out of that car. You like the Lincoln Lawyer. That car is your office. You know what I mean? And then when you get your crib, then you house the bitch. But then even past that, you got to get your office now, because that's me and MB was talking about. It's certain things you can do when you got a base camp, when you got a shop that people can show up to. Okay, so that, you know, so even that got another part in the game. So it's a non-stop thing, man, but it gets easier and easier as you keep building. It's building blocks. It's like Legos. You snap one part on, you snap another part on, you snap another part on. Before you know it, you got a castle. You know what I mean? All right, man, I gotta jump off with y'all. Capricorn Picky, man, I give you the opportunity to either get that course from me or call in right now and sit in on this next class we about to do. Anyway, this phone is down, and I want to get this joint up before it dies. So y'all stay safe, man, and see us tomorrow, you know what I mean, and keep rocking steady, you know what I mean? Peace.